Thank you.
Cam, can you just take us through the round? Had a couple of bogeys on the front. You got a little bit of pressure, but obviously at the end you got the job done.
Yeah, it was. I think it was quite frustrating at the start of the day. My warm-up wasn't fantastic. I didn't feel like I was striking the ball as well as I had the first couple of days. Yeah, I just kind of stuck in there. There was a couple of really poor shots off the tee that led to a couple of really soft bogeys on quite easy holes, especially that start where you want to get off to a pretty hot start. So it was frustrating, but just stuck in there good. I think after that putt went in on 7 and then 8, I started to feel a little bit better about myself and kind of got the round going again.
And did you know what was on the line Teamwise on 18?
Yeah, absolutely. I said to Sam, my caddy, we need to drain this one for the boys, and it was nice to get that done because I know it means a lot for those boys, but that also the team standings for the end of the year event. So yeah.
Keely Johnson, drunk by the turn. First off, I want to say congrats not only on the year that you've had, but your first victory here at LIV. Given that this, is obviously the strongest golf event held this weekend in the world, and you're arguably the best player in the world, and you just won an event, you're not going to receive any world golf ranking points. How close do you think that we are to a resolution to where, players like you, you look at the field in Napa this weekend, and I think you would have tore that up. How close do you think we are to a resolution here?
Hopefully close. I think for all the guys on the tour, it would mean a lot to get world ranking points. I suppose there's a lot on the line with the ranking points, getting into majors, stuff like that. So, there needs to be one quite soon. I think the field here is strong enough and deep enough to where it warrants that, and hopefully it's soon.
Also, I need to ask you, how do you plan on celebrating tonight? What's your plans?
I don't know. Probably we can't fit any beers in this trophy, so it'll be a little bit difficult to drink out of this one. But just a couple of beers. Going back to Jacksonville tonight, so I'm sure it'll be a late night.
Awesome. Best of luck in Miami.
Thanks.
Cam, what kind of pressure, if any, did you feel coming out here? Obviously, it's only your second event, but obviously a highly rated player, a very big name to get. Did you feel any pressure to perform or even to win quickly?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, probably that first event was the most pressure I've been under all year in the start of an event. I feel as though I needed to prove to myself and probably more so to other people that, just because I've changed tours doesn't mean I'm a worse player for it. I'm still out here to win. That's what we're all here for, and hopefully we can keep this going.
And I know you took part in the haircut promotion yesterday. Did you view that as good karma at all, that they were doing that this week?
Yeah, not really. I was, talking about nerves, I was so nervous to cut Greg's hair, I didn't really want to stuff it up, and I know he doesn't have a lot left, so if I had to stuff it up, it would have taken him a while to bring that back.
Cam, Chubba Watson, Group Chat Golf. What's the difference for you winning an event like this in its first year versus winning events maybe on other tours with more established histories? Yeah,
I think, once upon a time, everything had to start once upon a time. So I think for sure there is a history aspect that is for certain missing, but doesn't mean that the tournament is a bad tournament because of it. I mean, there's 48 of the best guys out here trying to compete and trying to win. In 10, 20 years' time, these could be the biggest events in the world. We're just not there yet.
Thank you.
Matt Geica, Pittsburgh Golf Now. You've been in the final group several times this year. You've come through more often than not. What are you leaning on in these situations, whether it be before the round, during the round, 18th green, to get you through and help you perform your best?
Probably just the mental side, I guess. Obviously, the physical side of it, the game feels really good. That's probably number one. That's important. But you know, like out there today, made a couple of bogeys, a couple of really soft bogeys, and it was quite frustrating. But just kind of stuck in there, and you never really know what's going to happen. You don't know if someone's going to come from 5 or 6 behind and shoot 8 or 9 under. You just got to keep grinding out birdies and holing really good par putts. I feel like that's one of my, I guess, keys to keeping a round going is holding, those 5-6 footers for par and, keep the momentum going.
And last thing, you mentioned yesterday, maybe if the wind was up, it'd get pretty tricky out here. Wasn't a lot of wind today, but looked pretty baked out, pretty firm.
Yeah.
How tough did it play today?
I think today was probably tougher than yesterday. There was a few dicey pins, and with the greens being the way they were, I'm sure they didn't put any water on them overnight. They were really baked out. We were playing, 4 or 5 yards of rollout with wedges. That's when they're pretty firm, especially for us. And I think it was a really good test. You hit fairways, you hit good shots into the green. You've got a putt that breaks, and you need to hit a good putt for it to go in. You miss the fairway, you're kind of scrambling your way up the hole trying to make 4.
Thanks.
All right, Mike, last one.
Yeah, Cam, obviously you guys now go to Thailand and Saudi Arabia. How important is it to have a global calendar in LIV Golf?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. That's one of the reasons why I came over here, is to play golf around the world. I think, my time when I was a young professional over in Asia is some of the best times of my life. Traveling through there with good friends and playing really good tournaments was something I'll never forget. And I'm really looking forward and really excited to what this tour is going to bring to the golf world. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks,
Cheers,
Cam.
guys.
Going to reset for the 4 aces. Give us 1 second.